Central New England's trusted news source, ABC6 News at Noon.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Our top story today, the former Newport firefighter accused of causing a head-on crash, killing a West Warwick hockey player, was back before a judge today. ABC6 News reporter Natalie Norrie is live outside of court with more. Natalie?
Hi, Doreen. We're outside the Washington County Courthouse where this morning the man charged in the death of West Warwick teen Matthew Dennison back in February pled not guilty. Alexander Krajewski, the former Newport firefighter, arrived this morning faced with a crowd of friends, family, and supporters of Matthew Dennison. Police say Krajewski was driving drunk when he crashed head-on into Dennison, killing him and injuring his teammate. Matthew's father speaking outside the courthouse this morning, calling for justice to be served.
I'll be quite honest, I wanted him to say not guilty, and I want him to take this to trial. I want him to put up a fight, because with the evidence that is present, I don't think he has a chance. If he was given a life sentence, it wouldn't give us what we need. We have the rest of our lives to spend missing a big part of our family.
The family of Matthew Dennison is also hoping new legislation will be introduced so that the consequences are even greater for people who cause deadly DUI crashes. The next step is the pre-trial conference, which has been scheduled for September 26th. And the family says as long as Krajewski is in that courtroom, they will be too. For now, reporting live in Wakefield, Natalie Norrie, ABC6 News.
All right, Natalie, thank you. And new at noon today, Fall River Police making an arrest in the city's first homicide of the year. The Bristol County DA charging 20-year-old Jordan Gottlieb with murder and the stabbing death of Antonio Santos. It happened Sunday night outside Latino's Cafe on County Street. Gottlieb was arrested last night in New Bedford on an unrelated warrant. He's set to be arraigned on that murder charge today. The Convention Center Authority meeting this morning in an executive session, one day after crews removed the Dunkin' Donuts sign from the dunk. No official announcement yet on the new name for the arena, but the board's executive director tells ABC6 an agreement was finalized with the preferred vendor. Amica is considered the front runner for the rights. We're told an official announcement will come after Labor Day. It's been the Dunkin' Donuts Center for 21 years. The company putting out this statement about its sponsorship, saying Dunkin' has made the difficult decision to not renew its naming rights partnership with the Rhode Island Convention Center Authority, and we remain as committed as ever to supporting Rhode Island's vibrant sports, music, arts, and cultural scenes. Count on ABC6 to bring you any updates on the new name, both on air and online. And now to the weather as we take a live look outside with our sky cam. What a gorgeous August afternoon. Chelsea Priest is in the Weather Center with our first forecast. Hi, Chelsea.
Yeah, really great day out there, Doreen. We're looking at almost full sunshine, just a few little nice clouds outside, those fair weather clouds. Temperatures climbing with that sunshine. Our average high for the later part of August is 81 degrees. So we're well above that right now, sitting at 87 in Providence, and those dew points in the low 60s. Not terrible outside in the Providence area. Some of us feeling a bit more muggy, especially the farther south and east you go. But in the Providence area right now, upper 80s and lower dew points than what we were seeing this morning. Temperatures at the moment in the mid to upper 80s for most of us. Again, above average for this time of year and a little bit warmer than where we were yesterday at this time. Coming in about 5 to nearly 10 degrees warmer in a couple spots at the moment. So a mild day here in southern New England. Satellite radar image is quiet and clear. You have a nice high pressure system in control for today, and that leaves us with sunshine for today, dry conditions for tonight, and dry conditions into the start of the day tomorrow. But you can see some rain up over the Great Lakes, and I'm going to be tracking that for the later part of the day tomorrow. So enjoy the sunshine that we have today. Temperatures hover close to 90 degrees this afternoon. We have a mild and muggy night ahead of us. I'll let you know the sunshine will continue into the weekend coming up in just a few minutes. Doreen?
All right, Chelsea, thanks. And in national news today, the latest on President Biden's student loan forgiveness, giving relief to millions of Americans. But not everyone is happy about it. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest.
Welcome relief for more than 40 million Americans who are facing federal student loan debt, with President Biden announcing loan forgiveness for many Wednesday.
Like a weight was lifted off my shoulders.
For decades, we have struggled with a student loan crisis that holds back our community, our economy, and crushes the dreams of millions of Americans.
Caitlin Pear is a mother of two who owes $25,000.
It's kind of been a toss-up as to what are we going to pay for, childcare or college. That stress was really starting to pile on.
Some 20 million Americans will be left with zero balance.
All this means people can finally crawl out from under that mountain of debt, to get on top of their rent and their utilities, to finally think about buying a home or starting a family or starting a business.
The move forgives up to $10,000 for people earning less than $125,000 a year, $250,000 for a couple. It forgives up to $20,000 for low-income borrowers who received Pell Grants, and the pandemic pause on student loan repayment gets extended through the end of this year.
We're targeting those who are struggling right now to help get them on their feet, and that helps everyone, because when you have less people defaulting on loans, that helps everyone's economy.
But some say it's not enough.
People who are already out, it's not really enough for them. They probably need more because of the compelling interest.
Many Republicans saying it's unfair. Senator John Thune on Fox News.
What you're saying here to a whole lot of people in this country is go ahead, take out loans, don't worry about it. We'll just write it off when the time comes.
It's unclear when this debt forgiveness program will roll out and what it will actually cost, but estimates show it could be up to $500 billion. No word on how exactly it will be paid for. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
And still to come here on ABC6 News at noon, why the GoFundMe for a man badly hurt in a Mattapoisett fire is coming down, and his own family says it doesn't want any more money. And the latest from Block Island as Ballard's files an appeal of the decision to strip it of its liquor license for 2 weeks. Now to an ABC6 update on the man injured in last week's fire at the Mattapoisett Boatyard. Phil Maycomer is out of the ICU and is in good spirits, according to the GoFundMe page on his behalf. The organizers saying that they have ended the fund because of the generous outpouring of support from the community. It raised close to $160,000. Maycomer has burns on his face and neck and a broken leg. The explosion last Friday led to a 6-alarm fire that took over 100 firefighters about 5 hours to put out. In Coventry, firefighters knocked down a vacant house fire overnight. The police department says that fire was reported just after 2:50 this morning on Valiant Drive. Police officers found the house engulfed in flames when they got there. Then firefighters arrived to put it out. There was nobody in the home, and now the state fire marshal is investigating how this fire got started. And police arrest a Providence man after he was found sleeping half naked in the back of a woman's car. Easton police say they got a call from a woman who found the man on the floor of her car. The startling discovery made after driving from Providence to work. The man, later identified as 21-year-old Jose Osorio, was found to have consumed a large amount of alcohol and marijuana before climbing into the car. The woman said she was not harmed. A temporary stay granted for Ballard's in its appeal to overturn a suspension of its liquor license. The Department of Business Regulation ruling in favor of Ballard's, at least for the time being. With this stay, the beach club will now be able to serve liquor again, at least through Labor Day. Ballard's releasing a statement that reads in part, "We take pride in being a longtime member of the Block Island community, and the safety of both our guests and neighbors is paramount." According to the attorney for Ballard's, the next DBR hearing on this issue will not be before Labor Day. Still to come here on ABC6 News at noon, an update from Texas, where the Uvalde school police chief was fired, how the crowd at the school board meeting reacted to that news. And later, the warning from Newport officials about fake workers to be on the lookout for. Now to the latest on the Texas school shooting, and raw emotions on display in last night's Uvalde school board meeting. It came 3 months after 19 children and 2 teachers were killed in a mass shooting at Robb Elementary School. Family members of the victims celebrating after the school board voted to fire school police chief Pete Arredondo. ABC's Jay O'Brien has more.
All in favor? Motion passes unanimously.
The Uvalde, Texas School Board voting unanimously to fire School Police Chief Pete Arredondo exactly 3 months after a gunman took the lives of 19 children and 2 teachers inside Robb Elementary. The board making their decision behind closed doors and not discussing the reasons for Arredondo's termination publicly. Outraged family members of victims and shooting survivors taking the mic instead.
Our babies are dead, our teachers are dead, our parents are dead. The least y'all can do is show us the respect to do this in the public.
I have messages for Pete Arredondo and all the law enforcement that were there that day. Turn in your badge and step down. You don't deserve to wear one.
Arredondo was at the center of the storm following the school massacre and questions raised about why officers waited 77 minutes before breaching the classroom and confronting the gunman, even as children were calling 911 from inside. An investigation by the Texas State House of Representatives identified Arredondo as the on-scene commander during the shooting, although he maintains he was not in charge. Arredondo chose not to attend the school board hearing and in a blistering 17-page statement called the proceedings an illegal and unconstitutional public lynching, insisting he did everything he knew how to save the children and school employees. Arredondo also threatening to sue over his firing. Victims' families in the crowd last night holding printed photos of their children.
We're not done.
Meanwhile, Uvalde students will head back to school in about 2 weeks. The district has announced Robb Elementary will remain empty, with students from that school attending classes on other campuses. Jay O'Brien, ABC News, Washington.
And now, your ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Chelsea Priest.
Well, it's Thursday. That means that we get an update on our drought monitor. And of course, we got some soaking rain in many locations on Monday and then more so on Tuesday. Now, it's important to note this drought monitor hasn't changed from last week. We are still in extreme drought conditions for most of the area. The cutoff for this drought monitor was 8 a.m. Tuesday. So this does not factor in the torrential flooding rain that we had for our inland locations on Tuesday afternoon. When that factors in, we'll have to wait for next week's drought monitor, and I expect some change in maybe some of those isolated locations that picked up so much rain on Tuesday. Along the coastline, we just really didn't get much rain this week, so I wouldn't expect a change there. Storm tracker radar at the moment is quiet and dry. We're looking at dry conditions outside today. Not great for the drought, but great for beach days. We're looking at a gorgeous view over Block Island. You're seeing some sunshine outside, some people walking on the beach up towards the North Light. If you're making today beach day, our temps are in the low to mid 80s range. There's a low rip risk, a light and variable breeze. UV index high, of course, so remember the sunblock, but an overall beautiful beach day outside. Temperatures for us right now, 87 in Providence, 86 in Westerly, 85 for Newport, 82 for Block Island, 87 in New Bedford. We're going to get close to 90 degrees later this afternoon. The average high for this time of year is 81. So we're well above that at the moment. The breeze is coming in from the north to the northwest for our inland spots, but the sea breeze starting to pick up out of the south along the coastline. And eventually a breeze more from the south to the southwest does take control as we head through the later part of the day and into tonight. At the moment, though, with that breeze from the north-northwest, the dew points have dropped a little bit for some of our inland locations, down into the low 60s range. I so often talk about 60 degrees kind of being that marker when we start to feel a little bit more muggy. So a few spots hovering around 60, feeling slightly more comfortable than spots farther south and east where dew points are still in the mid to upper 60s, if not low 70s range. And that's where we're going to hover for now, but I am expecting it to stay pretty humid overnight and into tomorrow. Satellite radar images dry, high pressure in control, nice weather sticking around for today. We are dry overnight and dry into the start of the day tomorrow. Then we'll be tracking this area of rain over the Great Lakes right now. That'll be inching closer to us for the later part of the day tomorrow. As we go through things hour by hour, you're seeing sunshine outside for the rest of the day today. Overnight, a few clouds roll in, some patchy fog possible, and then you see sunshine for a good portion of the morning. Now we get into the afternoon, and there's some stronger storms developing up to our north and our west. The higher chance for those stronger storms does happen northwest of us, and as it so often happens, they kind of fizzle as they move through. But northwest Rhode Island later in the afternoon and into the early evening may get clipped by some stronger thunderstorms coming through. That continues through maybe 8 or 9 o'clock before things completely start to move out of our area and we get back into sunshine for Saturday. From the Storm Prediction Center, our severe outlook puts western and central Massachusetts and northwest Connecticut under that elevated, that slight chance of severe weather. You can see it cuts off right on the border of Rhode Island. So we'll watch that northwest corner of Rhode Island, the higher chance, the higher likelihood of seeing some of those stronger storms tomorrow. And then the line kind of weakens as it continues to push farther southeast. Quick update on the tropics for you. It's been so quiet. There are 2 areas the National Hurricane Center is watching the Atlantic Basin. Going to keep an eye on both of these, but at the moment, both of them a very low chance of development in the next 48 hours to 5 days. 7-day forecast shows temps in the mid to upper 80s today. It'll be mild and muggy overnight with some patchy fog. Tomorrow, some afternoon and evening thunderstorms possible, especially for inland spots, and then sunny and dry for the weekend. Doreen?
All right, Chelsea, thanks. Still to come on the news at noon. The move President Biden will make today in the hopes of increasing domestic production of chips immediately. Plus, who scammers are posing as and why Newport officials want you to be on the lookout if you live in the city. Now to your consumer news. President Biden is set to sign an executive order today that kickstarts the law to boost microchip making. It comes just 2 weeks after he signed the sweeping $280 billion bill called the Chips and Science Act. The U.S. has fallen behind other countries like China in manufacturing and developing the technology crucial to many everyday items, including vehicles and computers. The executive order will create a 16-member implementation steering council made up of cabinet secretaries and top White House officials from Biden's national security and economic teams. The city of Newport is getting the word out about people posing as utility workers. According to police, they've received reports from residents about being approached by people posing as water division personnel. Customers in Newport, Middletown, and Portsmouth are advised to be on the lookout. As a general rule and at a bare minimum, they say you should ask for an ID to prove a person is a utility worker. Mortgage rates are on the rise again. The average rate for a 30-year fixed rose to nearly 5.6% this week, according to Freddie Mac. That's close to twice the rate from the year before, although it is down from June. Real estate agents say the high mortgage rates are stopping some potential home buyers from making purchases. In July, sales of existing homes in the U.S. dropped for the 6th time in as many months. Well, you can now buy a Peloton bike on Amazon. The company's original bike is selling for about $1,400. It comes with free in-home delivery and assembly. Amazon is also carrying Peloton fitness equipment and apparel. News of the deal sent Peloton sagging shares up 20%. And apparently Americans are cutting back when it comes to our pets. Retailer Petco says we're all still buying pet food, but we've slowed down on buying supplies and pets themselves. Sales growth hitting 3%, the slowest since early 2021. Still to come here on the news at noon, a positive side of the drought revealing dinosaur tracks from over 100 million years ago. Plus, Chelsea has another look at your afternoon forecast right after this. Well, a drought in Texas is making history in more ways than one. You see, dinosaur footprints that date back over 113 million years have been discovered in a shrinking river in Dinosaur Valley State Park. This was near Fort Worth. Park Superintendent Jeff Davis says the tracks came from an Canthrosaurus, Chelsea.
You
It
got
didn't
it.
even fit on one line in my teleprompter. That's a large meat eater. The footprints will likely get covered again as soon as the river fills back up, but Davis says that's not a bad thing because the sediment helps preserve a prehistoric planet. But isn't that the coolest thing?
That's so cool.
I think I looked at this video 6 or 7 times because it's just so neat to see.
That's incredible. It makes me think of the drought conditions here.
Yes.
Maybe we'll
What
find
will that reveal?
Yeah, that's very cool. I guess one little perk to
yes,
thinking about our
The
drought
one.
conditions. We are looking at another dry day here in southern New England. Temps coming up into the upper 80s, close to 90 degrees this afternoon. A bit muggy outside, more humid tomorrow with some afternoon and evening thunderstorms possible, especially for our inland spots. It looks like the line fizzles a bit as it moves southeast. As we head into the weekend, we dry out. You'll see temperatures a bit more seasonable in the low to mid 80s range. Should stay sunny and muggy. And into next week, we continue to see mid to upper 80s. Doreen?
All right, Chelsea, thanks. And thank you for joining us for the news at noon. The news continues first at 4. Have a great day, everybody.